Help.
Engaged.
Welcome back, DSX fans. We are currently in Jensen's apartment, having just returned from Hangsha. And as you can see, there is a lot of stuff lying around. Our inventory is also full, from all the stuff we collected from Picus. So now is definitely a good time to sort out our inventory. And voila, as if by magic, it is sorted. Just look at all the stuff that has been dropped. Jensen could start his own merchant business. Talking about merchants, grab what you don't need and sell it, sooner rather than later. I decided to go for the later option.
Re-establishing security system.
As you can see, we only have one quest at the moment, which is the main quest.
See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
Jensen! You asshole! You cost me my job!
Slow down. What happened?
What happened? They found out I let you into the morgue. That's what happened. They canned me.
Wayne, I'm sorry. You didn't deserve any of this.
Damn right I didn't. That's the second time you screwed me over.
I know. And I want to make it up to you for everything you've been through. Sarif Industries lost a lot of good people in the last 6 months, and we could use someone like you.
Oh, really? You're not saying that just to say it.
Talk to HR. Tell them I recommend you. Corporate security pays more than being a cop, and you won't be stuck behind a desk.
Jeez, yeah. Okay. I need the work, but this better be on the level.
It is. None of this is your fault, so let me make it right.
Yeah. I should sit down, you know? It's been a long week, and then all this crap, but thanks. I mean it.
And members of the UN to tour
That guy
our
always seems to be
facilities
down on his luck.
firsthand. They will find nothing but
I will not be fast-forwarding, since I think it would be interesting to see what the streets of Detroit look like, under what seems to be martial law.
This is an injustice!
Shut up! All you're gonna hear. I'd seen the footage, but that shit could be doctored.
You wait for them to save you? Burn.
Since we have returned to Detroit, merchants will now have new items in their inventory, so it's worth checking out. The Limb Clinic will also have 2 new Praxis kits for sale, so we will be paying them a visit soon.
You can no longer tell the difference between the truth and...
Time for a couple of upgrades. I think I will give the Social Enhancer a try.
their lives. There's no shelter.
Training exercises for augmented soldiers? How did they think this was gonna go over?
You okay, sweetheart?
I'm a little shaken up, but I'm just kind of calm.
Let's see what new goodies this merchant has.
What's your pleasure?
It is definitely worth stocking up on these, so buy them all. I would recommend buying these upgrades, because you can apply them to weapons you might acquire in the future. I am specifically thinking about the laser rifle. More details about why, when I actually acquire one, which will not be until we go back to Hangsha.
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees. Speaking of which, I also backtraced that breach in our own firewall. The one Sarif opened but forgot to tell us about.
The one he was using right before he hired me. Right.
Looks like our boss was being chatty with a private detective named Brent Radford. He lives on Earl's Court, in case you want to get chatty with him too.
Looks like we have a new side quest.
Don't interfere, sir. I will.
Dr. Chetri, call 217.
Will you be purchasing anything
Dr.
today?
Chetri, call 217.
Buy as much of these energy snacks as you can, otherwise what is the use of having all these augmentations, if you never use them effectively?
Always a pleasure, sir.
Dr. Chepkowski to OR. Dr. Chepkowski.
Might as well do the main objective first.
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
This fluctuation will keep happening, from time to time, until you get a replacement biochip via surgery, later on. But more on that, when we return to Hangsha.
Well, you just heard William Taggart speak. Isn't he a smooth talker? He doesn't want you to better yourself. He wants to limit you.
You don't have to get uppity, just because I don't agree with you, miss.
I'm not getting hot. It just frustrates me how some of you pro-humanists act so superior. Like you have all the answers to every ethical question ever posed.
Well, who are you to think you can just turn yourself into robots, abuse drugs, and then think you can function freely in our society?
You and that asshole Taggart just try to take away my freedom and see what happens.
Reach for limits that we couldn't even imagine before.
You don't have to confront Taggart at the meeting hall. You can also sneak backstage and get access to his computer, to find out Sandoval's location. That's what I did last time, but this time I think I will confront him.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Serif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Serif Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Serif and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Serif scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
According to the psychological profile, personal attacks on his character will make him cautious, so let's try that.
You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one standing in front of a crowd of people hiding my involvement in kidnapping and murder.
My involvement, Mr. Jensen? Your recording doesn't prove that. I know why you came here instead of taking your recording to the police. I know the real reason for your accusations, and you're not entirely to blame for what you're doing. It is common, after trauma such as the one you suffered, to fixate on the event, to stay blocked in the past. In a word, you're obsessed.
You cannot play nice with this guy if you want results, so continue being mean to him.
The reason I'm obsessed with the past, Taggart, is that there are still 5 people missing and their attackers haven't paid for what they did. Your refusal to help me is getting in the way of justice.
Now really, are you in any position to see clearly enough to recognize justice? What do you expect to gain here today, Mr. Jensen? Were you hoping that confronting me publicly like this would somehow restore your sense of control and enable you to look at yourself in the mirror again?
Since I have the social enhancer augmentation, might as well use it. Taggart appears to have an alpha personality, so this is the best option.
I have an idea, Taggart. Why don't I give my recording to that reporter down there? He has a machine that can prove it's real right now, once and for all. Of course, when he says it's genuine, I guess it'll be top news story for the next few weeks, and you can kiss your vote goodbye. On the other hand, if you talk to me backstage, I can hold on to this recording, and you can keep the benefit of the doubt for a little while longer.
Very adroit, Mr. Jensen. Nicely played. I see you have me over a barrel. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
Not much of an audience, only 10 people. It sounded like there were a lot more. Anyway, back to the quest.
Reporting to you live from Picus.
If you do decide to sneak in here, the computer you need to access is behind Taggart.
Mr. Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, on Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaiah not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaiah has done so much for so many needy people. People suffering from implant rejection. Promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaiah.
I understand, but please try.
To get the ghost bonus, you need to sneak in here.
And moral responsibility. Looks as if the ball is now firmly in the United Nations Court. This is Eliza Kassam reporting to you live from Picus.
Time's nearly up, so please leave a positive comment, thumbs up, and subscribe if you like this video. And don't forget to check out my website, where you can watch this entire walkthrough in the correct order. Goodbye.